Hello, welcome. I am so excited that you're here and taking a moment to watch this video because I wanted to kind of reintroduce myself. My business has continued to evolve over not only this past year, but past few years. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my vision, my mission, and how I love, utilizing my gifts and my passions, my values, and working with others. So, first of all, hi, I'm Natalie Labonte, and I'm an intuitive interior stylist. I'm also other few things too, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I truly am here and just on a mission to create a legacy of love. And I seek to do that through the power of form. I really truly believe that the world of form, which we're here on this earth, it's sacred. And there's a deep interconnectedness between mind, body, spirit, and space. And when I refer to space, I'm talking about, the space around us, our homes, our environment, where we live, where we take up space and claim what is ours. And I love helping people to nurture each of these facets because, like I said, they're all interconnected and they all contribute to our overall health and well-being, right? So one of the first ways that I love helping people is through my intuitive interior styling. What does that entail? What is an intuitive interior stylist? Well, I'm all about energy. And for me, I want to not only help people kind of tune into this aspect, like the energetic component, when they're creating, designing, and styling their spaces, but I also recognize the importance of making sure that a space is practical, that it's functional, that it meets the needs that you and your family are looking for. So by utilizing feng shui, intentional creativity, and biophilic design, which I'll go over those more in depth in another video. And you can also find information, especially concerning feng shui, on my YouTube channel. So where I'm going with this is that I really love helping people to intentionally create their space. And I especially love working with people where they maybe feel a little bit stuck in their space. Like they may have been living there for a while. Maybe you just, moved into an apartment, but really you're finding, okay, something isn't quite right and I'm needing help. Like I can't really see, what the possibilities are with this space. And that is something I love doing because sometimes you just need an outside perspective to say, hey, what if we do this? And of course, I work with my clients, like I create mood boards, mock-ups, kind of like floor plan layouts to kind of start really visualizing, okay, what is possible for this space? What makes sense? What's going to have a good flow? And another beautiful aspect to this is that I can work both in person for those who are in the southern New Hampshire area, and then I also can work virtually as well. So that's how I love to work with people in terms of the intuitive styling. And I also want to make a special note that yes, of course, sometimes my clients are buying new furniture and I help with the sourcing of that. But one thing I also love doing, because it's a really unique creative challenge and this is sustainability in motion, is helping people to use what they have. Because sometimes I have clients where, maybe they aren't looking to necessarily buy a whole bunch of new furniture, but they recognize that there's a need to change their space. Whether it is by some of the decor, artwork, paint, or just even the decluttering facets. Like all of those pieces, it's amazing what you can do with what you have already. And I love helping people with that. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, because I find form, like the world of form, so holy and sacred, is I actually love to paint and create jewelry from time to time. So you actually can, if you ever are feeling called, you can purchase my prints of my artwork on fineartamerica.com. And yeah, for me, when I just enter that process, I'm always really trying to tune into the divine and see what needs to come through and create artwork that really energetically is going to speak to your soul, uplift the space, and really make that divine imprint and also that divine remembrance within your home. So every time you're looking at that, you're activating an aspect within yourself that you already have within. Just remembering that it's there. And then the third piece of my business and how I love to serve others is I actually do energy healing. I've been practicing this for 7 years, both on and on with clients, but throughout that whole 7 years, I can certainly tell you, I continue to have it be a practice for myself, because really being mindful of my spiritual health, emotional, mental, physical well-being, a lot of that has to do with our overall energy within and without, right? So because I have like this intuitive energetic practice, I love really bringing that into play and doing energy healing sessions with clients. And I love weaving in my prior corporate leadership background, because for me, I love helping people really be intentional with their career and life purpose moves and uncovering that. I totally believe that our life purpose, it evolves. You know, you can have one chapter and then be called to the next one, and it may look totally different, or it may just be building upon what you've already done. But I love helping people to tune into this and to really get intentional and really speak with their soul of what the next move is. I don't have that answer necessarily for you, but I'm here to help you uncover what's coming through for you, what your soul wants to know, or, you know, really even beyond that, where God, source, goddess, creator, Sophia, universe, whatever name you give for that great spirit. I love helping people really allow that to work through you and to help you uncover what your next step is to the great, magnificent masterpiece that you're creating in this lifetime. And sometimes, you know, it's really what I've learned. It's because of course there's the practical and strategic pieces of like making sure you're taking the necessary action steps to bring something to fruition, but you have to make sure that you're tuning into the energetic piece, that you're tuning into the alignment, the congruency, that you're listening within to what your soul is trying to tell you, how it's trying to nudge you, and helping you to live a more fulfilling life than maybe you have been, or maybe you have been living a really fulfilling life. Great. But if you're feeling called to moving on to the next step, that's where I love kind of, you know, pulling in some of my coaching background, career planning aspects, and then also the energetic piece and helping to, you know, maybe remove some of those blocks that have been present and they just don't know it. I certainly know I've had those for myself in the past and probably will in the future. And sometimes it's just a matter of, hey, slowing down, going within, and working on that piece of yourself. So I know we're now at 10 minutes. This is a lot to dive into about me, but I wanted to share this, especially, I have new followers, and I wanted you to get a sense of just who I am as a whole person. And, one of the big pieces to this is I also want to share what my values are and what I'm really consciously curating in my business and my, just the space that I take up, whether it's, in my connecting with others. But love and compassion is really, really important, both for yourself and for others. And so I just want to share that because when I work with my clients and, in the interior styling space and in the coaching space, you'd be amazed at what comes up, especially when the inner punisher, inner critic starts to arise. And I'm here to be that guiding light, to just help you remember that you're worthy of loving yourself unconditionally. You're worthy of giving yourself unconditional compassion. And making sure that you do that throughout whatever healing process or styling, designing process that you're in, because it's really easy for the ego structure to start to come up and say, this isn't good enough, I'm not good enough. How does my house look like this? I can't believe I've let it get to this state. Or I can't believe I've been in this type of role, like in my job for so long. I've been miserable. Why have I want you to know that when working with me, I always want to be that pillar, that embodied radiance and reminder for you, to give you that love and compassion, but to remind you to give it to yourself as well. Because I'm not always with you. Your parents aren't always with you. Your friends aren't always with you, but you're always with you. And learning how to be your own best friend and support throughout this journey that we're on, life, that's really important. And I always want to act from that place of helping you see your magnificent brilliance of who you are and what you came here to do, what you came here to be, what you came here to experience, what you came here to just enjoy, because you are worthy of enjoying this lifetime. You are worthy of it. You're worthy of having a home and space that you love, of having an office that you love, that supports your well-being. You're worthy of having artwork, decor that speaks to you, that's not just filling an empty space, but that's something that really just lights you up when you walk by, calls to your soul. And you're worthy of doing something that lights you up inside, that utilizes your gifts, your passions, and your values, and how you give back while you're here. You're worthy of all of these magnificent pieces. And I'm so honored that I get to be a part of this journey with you, whether it's just being here as a friendly face on Instagram or YouTube, or actually working with you one-to-one as a client. I'm so grateful. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm honored to know you. I'm honored to walk this earth with you. I'm sending much love.